We can go through some days that are really good, and then we can have some difficult days. But all in all, we are a family business, and at the end of the day, we go home and we love each other. So this just kind of proves that we are doing something right. So it makes us so proud to receive something like this. I'm Kate Wells, and I'm with DriveWise in British Columbia, and I work alongside my mom, Patricia Harris, my dad, Arthur Harris, and my husband, Sean Wells. We train drivers with classroom driving simulation and in-car driver training lessons. How our family business works is I am more in the marketing and the promotions department. My mom does a lot of the bookkeeping and accounting, and my dad is, he kind of does a lot of everything and does a lot of teaching, working 7 days a week and just going strong still at 72. And my husband is part-time, closer to full-time, training instructors and also doing lessons when we're really busy, but he's also a firefighter as well. All of us here in one big happy family.
Well, my daughter told me that she was pregnant. The first thing I did before anything, I said I called dibs on the new one. We need some fabricators and welders. I figured that if I did it first, then I have first right. My name is John Stanners, and I'm the owner of Titan Boats, and we build aluminum rigid hulls, basically all the patrol boats that you see here and abroad. So the family members involved with the business consists of myself, my wife, father-in-law, my dad, my daughter, my son, and my nephew. Grooming a business not only for a quality product, but for the family members is really important to me. You read it in the papers of all these businesses that get these awards. You get caught up the day-to-day things. You don't think about what's really going on elsewhere other than your business that you're doing at the time. So to get an award is a sense of pride and accomplishment. Everybody asks me, you know, did you have to push your kids into the business? It was just a natural progression. They were growing up all around it all their life, so they just kind of naturally got into it. Quite lucky.
My name is Daisy Kliebert. I'm a partner at Beacon Hill Wealth Management. I work with my sister, Dixie Kliebert, and her husband, Chris Dukesbury, and the three of us offer wealth management services to our clients. The firm originally started with my father. It wasn't called Beacon Hill Wealth Management, but he had a wealth management practice that he always hoped that one of his kids would get involved in. We resisted for a really long time. Nobody really wanted to get involved in the family business. We all went off and did our own things. My brother became a doctor. My sister and I both went into institutional bond trading. And then my father, said he wanted to retire. He was getting into his 70s, and he said, this is it. And we decided, my sister and I both put up our hands to come back and take things over. So when we did decide on this, we realized there's a lot of changes that needed to be made. We wanted to make it our own business, modernize it a bit. It was a one-man show with my father. He worked out of the home his whole time. So, we wanted to get an office space, and we needed to build the foundation so that it could support the three of us, because her husband, saw the opportunity and joined us as well. So there was a lot of changes that needed to happen, and we really steered the ship into a different direction. I think it's important to recognize young entrepreneurs because there's very little validation in what we do. So if you're an employee working for a company, you get performance reviews, maybe you get an annual bonus, you get some sort of feedback on how you're doing, a pat on the back, if you will, for your success. But when you're an entrepreneur, and especially when you're young, there's not a lot of validation to what you're doing. There's a lot of different paths that you could be on. There's so many opportunities for young people, working for other companies, or maybe being in a different business or running your own business in a different way. So to recognize young entrepreneurs and what they're doing, I think is really important to kind of add fuel to the fire, to solidify that what we're doing is valuable and other people recognize it and appreciate it.